No.
You can move the dooney if that's in the way.
The duty's good. So usually I have a remote control to get our interview started, but I am borrowing someone else's tripod, so this is the ghetto-fied version of me starting record and then sitting down with Miss Bev. So I am here interviewing Miss Beverly Jenkins.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I feel lucky, y'all. So we're gonna do what's usually a written interview in a conversation style. So are we ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay. I always find author interviews kind of boring. We only get to see one side of an author, which is the polite side. If you had an evil doppelganger, what detail would they enjoy revealing about you to the public that people would find surprising and possibly questionable?
Probably nothing. I mean, there's...
Oh, you're perfect.
Everybody knows I'm flawed. Didn't finish college. Cuss a lot.
It builds character. I read a study that said that people who curse a lot are smarter.
I know, smarter, yeah. So no, there's nothing to reveal, really. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. What does it mean to be an empowered human being?
I thought about that. That was like a long answer. Being comfortable with who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Comfortable with your outlook on life. Taking responsibility for your own shit.
Amen to that.
Especially your mistakes, if you've hurt people. Being able to look back on your life and see the things that have made you stronger. Giving people the benefit of the doubt. And trying to be a better person today than you were yesterday.
I like that answer. It's a good answer, Ms. Bev.
Okay.
What body of work do you draw strength from when the world feels overwhelming? Timely question.
Fantasy. I'm a big fantasy reader, so it takes me out of whatever it is that's going on that I try not to let bother me. But it can put me in a different world.
Okay.
But then that applies to any book that's a good book.
Okay. Fair.
Okay, if it's a good book, it doesn't necessarily have to be fantasy, but that's usually my go-to. But it can be nonfiction.
Okay.
It can be just about anything. Anything that's going to engage my mind and take me out of it and put me in a different place.
But fantasy is preferred.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. You're a new addition to the crayon box. What's the name of your color?
Conundrum.
Really? Okay. Any particular reason you settled on that name?
Because conundrum is riddle. And I think if I was a crayon, it would be like a chameleon crayon. So it could be green one minute, and if you're in another mood, it could be red, or it could be blue, or it could be gold, or it could be white, or it could be black. So I would call it conundrum.
I like that. Crayola, if you listening.
Right. Make a magic crayon. It could be black girl magic crayon,
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
If you could choose only one song to play every time you walked into a room for the rest of your life, what song would it be?
It would be Cashmere by Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Not a bad choice. All right.
That's my ringtone on my phone.
That is amazing. A Led Zeppelin fan too. Yes, it's that.
Because it's like Presents.
Seriously.
Dun, 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 dun.
That is my favorite album of theirs, by the way. Presents. I feel like it has that R&B vibe. It's funky.
They're great.
Good choice. James Baldwin once said in a conversation with Nikki Giovanni, "I found that if you don't understand yourself, you don't understand anybody else."
That's true.
I was going to ask, do you find this to be true?
It is true, yeah. Because how can you interact or judge or create if you don't know who you are? So, yeah. Baldwin was very deep. It was very deep.
I can only imagine the things he'd have to say about what we're doing right now.
He said it all back then.
He did.
Everything that he said back in the 50s and the 60s is applicable now.
And wouldn't you think we would have evolved past
Well,
that?
we have. It's just the system hasn't. America hasn't. It's not going to evolve. Never evolved. We did this in 1876 when Reconstruction died. We did this in 1919 during the Red Summer when they were lynching us like crazy. We did this in the 50s. We did this in the 60s.
So we're basically reliving history.
Because America doesn't learn, it keeps getting the same story. We're caught in We're caught in the Groundhog Day of America as black people.
Ain't that the truth? That's an excellent metaphor because that's exactly what it is.
It's all about the same old thing.
Shit. This is a two-part question.
Okay.
Who is your ideal reader, and do you write with one in mind?
My ideal reader is anybody who likes a good book.
That's a cop-out answer, but
that's basically who you write for.
Okay. So you don't have like a personality profile, like when you're sitting down writing and crafting your stories, like this is the kind of person I want to read my book.
No, because you're eliminating all the other people who may buy your book.
So you like a round version, like a well-rounded reader. Like as long as you want something good, I'm for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a reader, I want you. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you live. I don't care what language you speak. As authors, we should not limit ourselves.
I agree with that. I agree. If they like what you're putting down, okay.
If you don't, go get somebody else.
If you were forced to live the rest of your life as one of your characters, who would it be?
Oh, probably Sarita Grayson.
From?
Edgemont.
Okay, and why Sarita?
Because she runs a neighborhood center.
Okay.
That's focused on the kids, and it's really interesting because I have a girlfriend out in Oakland, so I created this fictional center, and I go to Oakland, and there it is. I walked in there and their hair stood up on the back of my neck.
Oh wow!
And damned if the sister I created is actually the sister who's running.
Wow.
The center. It's that.
That's a serious deja vu moment.
Yeah, it's a serious like manifestation kind of moment. So it's the East Oakland Youth Development Center, and it's run by a friend named Regina Jackson, and her name is Sarita in the book. So I changed her name. We call her Sarita now because, but we just gotta find her the hero guy. But yeah, I would be Sarita so that I could do the good in the community that she's doing. Plus, she's married to this hot guy that's got lots of money. So he can fund all of this, right? So he can fund.
Get somebody to support your dreams and fund your dreams.
Right. You know, can pay for the refrigerators for the old people's home. You know, buy the Boy Scout uniforms and, you know, all of the stuff that, you know, ideally you would have in a neighborhood that is like the old school neighborhoods used to be. So
I feel that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great answer. So, next question. What was your meet cute story with your husband?
Some of it I can't tell you. But some parts of it.
We want the parts you can share.
Yeah, the parts I can't share. Met him one night, wintertime, Michigan, very cold.
Okay. Well, yeah, Michigan winters aren't.
No, you don't play with that. In a friend's dorm room, and walks this guy. Knew one guy, didn't know the other guy. The other guy opens his coat. He's got no shirt. He's got tennis racket tied on the side of his coat. That was him.
What? Okay.
You have to remember now. This was the early 70s. So people were not in their right mind at that time.
A little damn psychedelic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
you're just sitting there like, okay.
I'm like, okay. I like him.
A match made in heaven.
A match made in heaven on tennis courts. So we had 33 years until cancer took him in 03.
Aww.
So, yeah. That was our meet cute.
That's one for the books. A tennis racket, okay.
I tied within one of those winter scarves.
And you didn't ask any questions. You just like, I like him.
Now, like I said, mind altering kinds of things are like, it's perfectly normal.
I got you.
Perfectly normal.
Say no more. Okay, and we're coming up on our last couple of questions. What's been your favorite read of the year so far?
Iron and Magic by Lona Andrews.
Okay, and what's made it your favorite?
It's just a kick-ass book. I mean, it takes a...
what's a kick-ass book for you? What do you need to have?
Something that just makes me just want to read everything in one sitting.
Okay.
One that, you don't even want to get up and get snacks. You just...
Oh, wow.
And Lona Andrews is a husband and wife writing team.
Mm-hmm.
And they took this character who was in a former series, a different series, who everybody actually hated.
Those are the best books when you can get...
Loathed that guy.
When you can get a reader hooked on someone they previously hated, job well done.
Yeah, and they turned him into somebody you rooted for.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my God. So that... Rebecca Roanhorse's Trill of Lightning.
I've heard wonderful things
Oh my
about
God. Children of Blood and Bone.
So you read a good bunch this year.
I've been on a lot of planes. I've been in a lot of hotels. It's the only time I get any reading done. What else have I read? Some nonfiction.
Okay. What's been your favorite nonfiction book this year?
Tara Hunter's, oh gosh. What's it called? Bound by Glory? It's about marriage freedmen after the Civil War, black people.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look up the title.
Okay. But who's the author?
Tara, Tera, Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can choose to plead the fifth.
I'm pleading the fifth. No, I would not, because I don't like pain.
She already knew what question was coming.
Well, I read it
which is the book, but the audience doesn't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
She's hilarious.
Read the question.
So the bonus question, if she chose to accept it, was: have you ever tried BDSM? If not, would you?
And I said no, because I don't like pain.
And that concludes my interview with Ms. Bev. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Lord Jesus.
Girl, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it.